Hi, this is Peter Stanley. Welcome to my channel. Today I want to go over how to rescue some of the extra sprouts in the AeroGarden. Okay, so I typically start 3 seeds per sponge, and a lot of times all 3 will come up just like these, some of those. And like you can just clip the smaller ones and then leave the biggest one in there. But a lot of times I just want to kind of save these because since I want to grow more than one of the same type or give some away. And I did a video a couple years, 2 or 3 years ago, showing another method where when they're small enough, you can kind of gently pull them out. But that's really kind of a small window when that actually works. This other method's a little more invasive, but I haven't had any problems with it. I've been doing it for a long time. And it basically involves cutting the long way down the sponge and then pulling it apart and extracting the extra sprouts and then putting the original back in place and then transplanting the other 1 or 2 that you get out. So what you need, of course, these are the sprouts we're working with. You need to have some sponges handy. These are knockoff AeroGarden sponges, but you can use AeroGarden sponges, or there's a lot you can get now that are really cheap. I have these on Amazon. I'll put a link in the description. If you're using the regular grow deck and not the seed starting deck, or if you want to transplant it to a appropriate size container, you'll need these AeroGarden baskets. That's one. And I'm also going to show another way to transplant them too. And this is using a lot of these small, like this is a coffee creamer bottle. They have openings that'll fit kombucha bottles. There's a lot of bottles that have the same size. So these are really good to kind of like little mini cracky setups. And it's good to kind of buy you time until you decide what to do. This is a larger of the same kind of bottle. I just put some aluminum foil to keep the light out. And I'll do the same on this one. So it's good to also have a little gun cleaning tool. It's like a little pick. They work really well to get the sponges out. I also forgot to mention you need to have some scissors handy too. You don't really need to wear gloves if your hands are clean, but I usually do just to for hygiene purposes with the plants. First, you want to identify what you want to get. So I've got, these are the peppers I've got in here, and this one on the bottom is YZ Thai. That's this one right here. So I'm going to pull that one out. See how that makes it so much easier? See, these roots are already growing out the bottom, so if I tried to pull these out, they'd probably break off. It's actually got 4 in there. I must have dropped an extra seed. Normally I do 3. So take scissors and very carefully, actually before we do that, let's prepare our target sponges. So I usually squeeze out the excess. I usually have these soaking beforehand. So on the target sponge, just kind of push down in the center and just kind of push in straight as you can and just kind of cut it, and then you can push it a little more, cut it again, and kind of gently have that pulled apart. I'll do these others real quick. Okay, so on the, you can tell the differences. So I just want to point this out. This is an original AeroGarden sponge, and this is the knockoff. A little lighter in color, a little less porous than the new one. So anyway, so you want to try not to cut the actual peppers, and I try to find a spot where they're not up against it, and just kind of gently go and then pressing up against the top. And the same thing, just kind of gently You may end up nicking one or two, but and just gently pull that open like that. So you kind of want to maybe decide which one you want to keep in here. I'll probably try to keep this center one. I'm going to pull this one. It's probably going to break them off a little bit, but as long as the main root's there and intact, that's fine. So drop that. Same with these. Just very carefully. That's a good piece of root on that one. Set those down. This one I'm just going to fold it back up just like it was and drop it right back in there where it was to begin with. So that's fine, and it'll just grow out like that. So my extras, already got these pulled apart. Just very carefully lay it down like that, a little bit of it sticking up. You can see the root down in there. Just fold that together, and then just, if you have using the seed starting deck, just drop it in one of your extra spaces, and make note of what that is before you forget. And I'll do one more here. I'll drop this in an AeroGarden basket. And I already got water in these, and basically when you fill these, go ahead and drop an empty one in here and then fill it to where it's just about 1/4 inch up from the bottom of the sponge, or at the bottom of the basket. And that'll, basically you're starting a cracky system. So just drop that in, because I'm going to put some aluminum foil around this before I get all the comments about algae. Yeah, so that's that. And then stick a piece of tape and labeling what it is. And this will buy you time to keep the plant going and until you figure out what to do with it. I'm going to do the same with the other one. Yeah, it's pretty fast process. Drop this one in. So that's just a quick way to do that, something I do every year, and I've been meaning to do a video just to show that method specifically because it works really well. I haven't had any problems with it. So anyway, I hope you found that useful. Thank you very much for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe.